fully retirement eligible and or age and still working, can you claim Social Security and put that money into a Roth IRA or an other qualified source, such as a 401k, and not get hit with taxes?
That's a good question. I mean, obviously everybody's situation is unique, and yes, you can begin to take your Social Security. I certainly wouldn't recommend it if you're still working prior to full retirement. You could certainly take that income and reinvest it into other investment accounts. You cannot put those funds directly into a 401k, but if you're working, you could put income into the 401k as an alternative. You cannot put Social Security distributions into Roth IRAs. You can make a Roth IRA contribution with a portion of those dollars, and those limits are basically $7,000 this year and could be rising. Patrick, you have any other thoughts you'd add?
Yeah, I do. Actually, I've got a couple of examples over the years that I've had people who are fully eligible for their Social Security payment, which for most of you is 67. And they're still on the payroll making a salary at AT&T, which is typically a fairly decent salary in most cases. So if the question is correlated to try to figure out how to avoid taxes, there's really no way to do that, right? Like you had pointed out, Mike. But what you can do is consider replacing your income that's coming from your check at AT&T for the equal amount of your net check from Social Security. And furthermore, making sure that that money goes into the spillover part of your 401k.
Yeah.
It would be a wonderful time to take advantage of a way to shelter or get money into ultimately a tax-free environment. So Mike had shared that slide with you during the presentation today about how there's a spillover projection or a spillover part of your 401k, which means the money that goes in after taxation is employed. What you do with that money is you're eligible to move those funds directly into a Roth IRA. And you can actually do this while you're working. This is a way typically that we get a ton of people to start relationships with us in an effort to test drive our services, and mostly to establish and start a relationship with an advisory group that they haven't had in the past. And this is a fine way to do it. And so if you're considering trying to figure out how to pay less if no tax on Social Security, that's probably not possible. However, there are ways to advocate the maximum version of what you net from not just an income perspective, but from a future savings perspective. So if you have specific questions about that, we can talk further about your specific